audible? Hello, Sarma.
Good morning. Mohana ma'am. Mohana ma'am, good morning ma'am. Hello.
Because of the slope. Yes. If you just throw the water on the slopy area, what happens?
Hello, Mohana ma'am.
Look at that easily. Flow off very easily. Same thing happening here. So the reverse is starting from the west side and joining the Bay of Bengal towards which side? This side, east side. Okay. Western Ghats are the continuous chain of mountains, whereas Eastern Ghats are hillock. Hillock is what? Hillock means what data? A small ranges
వైట్ రైస్ కిచడీ చేస్తావు కదా నా కొండకు బోటి పెట్టుకుంది వైట్ రైస్ నాకు ఇష్టం కిచడీ
Good morning, dear participants. Please mute your audio.
Good morning, Vijaya. Maybe we can begin the session.
Yeah, good morning, Mona. We will start. It's just a minute more time. So I think Rakesh Roshan sir, good morning. You're there, sir?
Yeah, good morning, ma'am. I'm there.
Right, sir. Good morning to all the participants. Welcome once again to the fifth and the last day of this FDP program. And Professor Rakesh sir, welcome once again. And I request you to now begin this session, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, good morning, everyone. So I hope all of you would have explored the recording tools that we have discussed yesterday, online as well as offline. So today we should be talking about the assessment tools. Let me share the screen. Okay. So today let's talk about the assessment tools. There are a couple of them. So when we talk about assessments, the assessments could be like, the quizzes and other things. And you can also make them, very interesting. Like we call them as a gamification. You can keep the gamification factor into the assessments. So probably what we'll try to do today is we'll talk about, at least 2 to 3 tools for assessment. So let's get started. So first one is Google Forms. Google Forms. But just let's see, what are the features that are there and what more could we do with Google Forms. So for that, first you should have logged in to your Google account, and then let me start afresh. In a blank form. 2 things you can use this for. I mean, one is you can use this for surveys. Okay. Second thing is you can use it for assessments. Okay, surveys or quizzes or assessments. So when it opens a blank form, so it does not have any title. So you can give a title. So something, let's say, demo Hyderabad. You can give any form. You can describe the form. So this is. Fill up whatever you want your students to see the description. You can fill that up. And you can also put the same there, or if you want to change the name there, you can change the name. Okay. So now you can see here it is taking the email address. So you can, if you want, you can change that. So settings now, top there are 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now there are 4. You will be having 3. Okay, when you start off with, because I have an add-on, I'll come to it little later. Click on the settings. It will show you the settings for this form. Now, since I put collect email addresses, that's why it is collecting. It is not showing anything. So when you start off, probably this is what you will see. But let me now just show you the settings, and then I go to the forms. So collect email addresses. Okay. And if you want the limit to 1 response, you can just click on this. So the respondents should have signed into Google. If you don't want them to sign into Google, just uncheck this. And they can edit after submit. Generally, if it is assessment purposes, you don't do that. So I'm not doing that. They can see summary charts and text responses. Once again, I don't want them to see that.
Sir, a small request, sir.
Yeah.
Some participants are unable to hear the voice clearly. So,
Okay.
please.
Okay. Am I audible now? Is it better?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, so the first one is there are 3 things in the settings: general, presentation, and quizzes. So general, I'm picking up their email addresses. Okay. If you wish, you can put this, else you need not put this. Edit after submit. This is not referable because you don't want them to edit their responses, because this is an assessment. So we are looking only from the point of view of assessments right now. And you don't want them to see the summary charts and text responses right now. So don't check this. So go to the presentation, and you can show link to submit another response. You do not want them to do it because you want them to respond to it only once, because it's a quiz. You may want to shuffle the question order. For different participants, you may want the order of questions to be shuffled. If you want, you can put that. Show progress bar. So they finished 1 question. After 1 question, it will say 1 by 10. Let us say there are 10 questions. It will show them the progress bar. If you want to include this, you can include this, or else it does not matter. Confirmation message. Once they have submitted, so you want to give them a customized message. So something like, you can type in whatever you want. So let me type in something. You can customize it as per how you want it to look like. So yeah, so at the end of the test, when you click on submit, this message would come. So thanks for taking a test, have a great day, something like that. You can put it. Next is quizzes. So now, as I said, we are now looking at it from a point of view of assessment. So make this a quiz. If you are doing it only for a survey, you want responses, that's all. It is not for testing. Okay, then don't check this. But right now we are assessing, right? So click this. When you click this, there are a couple of things. Immediately after each submission, the grade would be released. So he'll get to know whether the answer is correct or not. He can also see, the respondent can see missed questions, correct answers, point value. So how much points he has got. All that he can see. If you have any doubts, click on this question mark. So identify which questions were answered incorrectly, and show the correct answer for each question after grades are released. And show total points and points received, total marks and marks that the test taker has got. So you can check this. So let me save it now, because right now I have made this as a quiz. So save. So let me start the questions. So you can see untitled question. Click on that. Now there are a couple of ways in which your questions could be there: short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down. So let me just keep it simple. So let me just show you 2-3 questions types. So multiple choice. Let me put multiple choice. Let me give some question. So down you can give the options: option 1, option 2. So yeah, 3 options. If you want to give more, you can give. If you want to add any pictures either in the question, if you want to add picture in the question, you can click this. And then you can select the image, what you want to put in the question. Similarly, if you want to put options. In the options, any image, you can do this here. Just click on this image, you can get an image. So this is enough for me. So let me, I have to give the answer, right? So let me give the answer key. So the answer for this is, for example, OBS is a recording. So click on this. So now it says, okay. So if you want to add some feedback, I mean, how it is, why it is, you can add. Right now it's okay. So give the points. So 1 point is okay. So let's say done. And if you want them to answer this compulsorily, you want to make it mandatory, then you can click on this required. So, but test or they may not attempt it. So I'll not do this. And then go to the next question. So here you can see this says, you can click on this. You can go to the add question, and you can also import questions. Right now, let me not do that. So, and you can add title and description, which I have done just now, and you can add image. You can also add videos. Okay. So let me show you one more question. So anything you can add, but since most of us were talking about math, right? Yesterday and day before yesterday, like there were some queries. How do we work with math, equations and all of that? So for that, I'll just show you, how do we do it. So there is one. So if I cannot directly type in, let us say I want to type in x square plus some equation x square plus 2x plus 2. I want them to solve that and then give me an answer. Okay. So or it could be integrals or it could be anything else. So little complex mathematics. So how do you put it? Either in your Google Forms or Google Docs, anything. So listen to me carefully. So for that, I'll just keep this aside. I'll go to Google Chrome and then I'll say Codecogs, CODECOGS. This is only for math lovers. Okay, math. You want to include math. So look at this. So it will take me to a equation editor. Write your equation in the box. Now, whatever you want, if you want integral to be there, so you can choose. There are so many of them. I mean, you can explore all of this. You can make it colored also. It need not be black, and all the functions are also readily available. Sine, cos, sine inverse, cos inverse, log, tan. I mean, operators are there. Let me just keep it simple, just for showing it. So let me put. So let me choose an integral. Something like x power 2. Okay, dx. So x square dx. Now, as I type in, you can see here you have got this. You have got a mathematical expression. Okay, can you see it? So either you can download it. I will not download it. Okay, now come down. Listen very carefully. You can put any math expression. I mean, all the things that are there, you can utilize them. Please explore them. This is a beautiful tool. Okay, so just for showing you, let us say integral x square dx. I put. So let me keep it simple. Let me make it 3x square. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because when I integrate, I should get x cube by 3. So 3 gets cancelled. The answer would be x cube. Okay, so 3x square dx, let us assume. So now please come down. Look at this carefully. Come down. HTML. There are a couple of options. HTML, URL, latex. If you are well versed with latex, just click on latex. It gives you the latex. But right now, I'll just say the URL. Okay, URL. So it will give you the URL. Copy that URL. Copy the URL, and then go back to your forms. Click on the image. Now you can see upload camera by URL. Photos, Google Drive. So by URL, paste the URL of the image. Control V. I'll just click it. You can also see before inserting. You can see whether this is the one or not. So insert image. So question, you can give something. So solve this. Any math, whatever is possible that you can do in Codecock, you can do all of that. So answers, you can make a choice and give the options. Also, if you want, you can use the Codecock, or simply you can put x cube. Now, if I put it directly, it will come something like this. This doesn't look good. So once again, go back to this and then give the solutions. So now what I want x cube. So I want x cube right now. So let me just type so x cube. Once again, same thing. Control C, go back to this, the same thing, URL, Control V, insert. So basically all the equations are inserted as images. Does not matter, you're not typing them, but at the end of it, what you get, whatever you wanted to include, your mathematical expressions, mathematical equations, you can do it right away. So if you want, instead of option 1, just say A, I mean like ABCD, generally we say ABCD, right? So he'll give you some suggestions. If you want, you can use them, else don't worry. Let me give one more option because I cannot have only one option, right? So let me make it anything. So export 4. Once again, select this. Go back to this. So second option, same, repeat the same thing. URL. All right, that's enough. So A, B are two different things. So then there's no problem at all. Now once again, answer key, choose the answer. So for this, what is the answer? So 3x squared is, select that, give it a point, and then move on. Done. Okay. So now you can see how does it look like. So if you want to preview your test, you can preview. First one is OBS is a dash tool. So that's the first question. And 3x squared dx, you can see the answers available, x cube or x cube, x power 4. So your student would be able to answer that. Okay. So let me go back. Let me close the preview. So the intention of telling this is you can add any type of equation as I have told you, integrals for a by b. So many formats are there. Square roots. Please explore it. With limits, integral with limits. So you can see. I'm just trying to show you a few of them what are available. If you want to put them in braces, divisions and all of that, everything is doable, and everything you can take the HTML, URL, LaTeX. If you're well versed with LaTeX, please go ahead and utilize this and URL. Okay. So this is all about how can you incorporate math, in your equation. So in your Google Docs. So if it is same for this is a Google Forms, right? Google Docs also the same thing would hold good. All right, I think 2 questions are enough for us to understand. So like this, I can keep on adding. I can keep on adding more questions. So you can add more questions. Just add one more short answer. So Gmeet gives a free time of dash minutes for free user. So short answer. You can give answers. So you can put response validation if you want, which means dash minutes is a number, right? So he can write 40 or FORTY. So I do not want this. So remove that. Just give the answer. So answer key. So Google Meet, right? So 60. Let me put 60, and let me also put 60, and let me also put 60, because you never know what the students would attempt, right? Later the student should not come and tell, sir, I put 60, but I put capitals, I put smalls and all of that. So it's okay. So all these three, if he puts that's the right, he should not put 60 minutes once again, because already the question is blank minutes. So that's okay. So click on mark all other answers incorrect, and that's it. If you want, you can add a video also. Just add a small video, let them go through it, and let them answer something, give the options. You could do that. So let me stop here. So 3 questions are given, and and the next thing is you can you have seen the preview of it. So responses, so it is accepting responses. Okay. So if you want, so now when you give the link, people will start answering it. So if you think you have got all of them, you can stop accepting the responses. Okay, this is what you could do. So someone was asking about this time. So can we put some time? So we just mentioned that there could be an add-on. So let me just show you. So how to have a time limiter here. Okay. So I want to give this test only for a day. Okay. You want to keep it open for a day or 1 hour or anything of your choice. So now my question paper is ready. I mean my test is ready. Okay. Now, so what I'll do is preview we have done. So now come to this. Click on this. You can see add-ons. So click on add-on. So it will show you It will take you to the G Suite marketplace where add-ons are there. So now you click on form limiter. So form limiter, you can see that when you click on that, when you click form limiter, it comes just click that. Okay. So click on that. Now install. I have not installed it. I wanted to show you that how to install that. So it's very simple. Just click on install. Form limiter. I repeat, form limiter. Two things it will do. It will. Once I install it, I'll tell you. Okay, install. So let's install this. So it is asking me the permission. That's okay. I'm giving the permission. No issues. And which account? You should be very careful. So yeah, this is my account. Yeah, my personal Gmail account. That's fine. Yeah. No problem, no problem. Allow it, no issues. Okay, read it and allow it. Okay, just because we said allow it, please go through what all form limiter can access. So okay, no problem. Right, it has been installed. Just say okay, no problem. Done. And then you can go back to your docs. So close this. You can close this also, no problem. There is an add-on which just got added. Now, where is the add-on? How do you activate it? What do you do with it? So listen to me carefully. Here now, when you have done it, this symbol will pop up. Starting, this may not be there. If you don't have any add-ons, this will not be there. So since now you have an add-on, this would come up. Click on that. It will show you what all add-ons are there. So I already have Certify-M with me. Certify-M is something else. So you can generate certificates automatically once the test is over. I'm not going to talk about it right now. So I've already done a session video on that. If you want, you can just refer to that. So form limiter. So let me click on form limiter. Now set limit helper. So if you're first time you want to understand what it is, how it is, click on help. So set limit. Now what is the limit that you're talking about? There are two options: time limit. Number two, responses limit. Okay. So for example, you are planned for a FDP. Your limit is you're using a Zoom basic version. So 100 participants, let us say, the basic version or any other version. You don't want more than 100 participants. So once 100 participants get registered, automatically you want this form to stop the responses automatically. I told you, I shown you earlier. So now, if you had to do it manually, you have to keep checking this all the time. Okay, 0 responses, 50 responses, 90 responses. Oh, 101. Okay, stop. So now that's what we generally do it, right? So now using this, that would not be there. So select date and time, number of form responses. If your aim is to restrict it to the number of responses, you can do that. Right now, for testing, assessment, we want the date and time. Now, please view this when a due date is set on. So now you can put, what is the due date? So, come on. So I can just select it, maybe let's say 24. That's today, right? And you can select a time. What is now? I mean, what's time now? Maybe I think 11:15 or 11:30, possibly. So let me put hour. So 11. So let's say half an hour test. 11:15 is no, so 11:45 is set. So now due date is half an hour. So now you are giving the test to your students. You will share the link right now and then say, okay, you have half an hour to complete the test. After half an hour, it would not, allow the students to take the test. Okay, the form would get disabled automatically. So form limiter, it is limiting the form either in terms of responses or in terms of time. So save and enable. So when you click on save and enable, it's saved. So which means now your question paper is ready. You give it to your students. How do you give it to your students? Very simple. So go to send here. Click on send. You can get it by emails. You just share the link. That's easier. So this is the link. You can shorten the URL and simply copy this. And that's it. You give it to students. Control T, Control V, just to show you. And the student can take the test. Let me take the test as a student, just to show you. So, I'm a student. Okay? I'm a student. OBS is I know it's a recording tool, just like that. Let me put CMS tool. Okay. And let me give the right answer to this. And let me put 65. Okay. So and then submit. So can you see that? Thanks for taking the test. Have a great day. That was a customized message and new score. The student can see after the test because you have allowed him to do so. And you can see the results. So he can now see, okay, so you got only 1 point out of 3. So this is right. The first one is wrong. Second one is right. Third one is wrong. Okay. So now close the student can close the test. And they close this also. And now you can go back to your forms. You can go back to your forms. Now you can see here responses. You can see all the responses. So yeah, it's okay. So now you can see the summary. So if 100 students have answered, now you can see the summary here. Question wise summary you can see. So question wise how many have answered it correct, how many have answered it wrong. Individual wise you can see. So for example, this candidate, if you want to go to the next candidate, just click next here. Since only one fellow is there, I'm able to see, only one candidate. So you can do a lot of things. You can see individual responses also. You can see the whole lot of summary. If 100 or more than that, 500,000, anything is okay. You can check that. You can see question wise also. And you can also put everything, you can download it to a spreadsheet. So just click on this create spreadsheet. So it will create a new spreadsheet. So say create. Now what it does is all the responses, it will download, it will create a spreadsheet and it would update, as and when. So now you can see this candidate, the first candidate has got 1/3 score and these are his answers. Okay. So this is how you can automatically get the responses all at one place. So this is all about the let me go back to questions. Yeah. So this is all about the Google Forms. Now, if you want others to collaborate, for example, you and some other teacher are giving the test. So you want, so let us say it's a test of 10 questions. So 5 questions you want to give, 5 questions you want your co-teacher to give. You can add collaborator. So add collaborator. So give the email to whom you want to give it to. Once again, you want them to change it, edit it. So give the permissions. You have seen this earlier. So restrict anyone with the link. So anyone with the link can do what? Can editor. So now I'm giving the editor permission. Okay, so you can leave it if you wish. So you can change the theme also. Don't worry too much about it, but just for completeness, choose any theme. So background, if you want, you can change. See, as I change, it's getting changed. It's up to you. All this you can do it. So and then you can work or explore this, and then you can choose your own header image at the top. You want to choose an image which says this test or something like that. You can choose. These are all simple stuff you can explore. Okay. So yeah. So if you want, you can make a copy of it. You can print it. Add-ons already we have seen. So this is all you can do. With Google Form. So how do you give the questions? How do you take the responses? How do you save them? And how to add math into this? And that's all. So manually, if you want to stop the responses, as I've told you, just click on this. That's all. Now, not accepting responses. So let us say 100 or over. So now you can say this response, if someone tries to access that, it would show up these responses. Thanks for the interest. You can write something, yeah. If that's a FDP thing or something else, then you can simply say, oh, sorry, as we had an overwhelming response, so we could not consider you. You can do that. Okay. So something like that you can put. So that the candidate after the due date, he wants to take it. If you have already activated the form limiter, you did not do this. If you have not activated the form limiter, you can close this and then give them the message. So this is all you can do with Google Forms. You can put sections also. I'm not going into it. So first section generally, people will say, take the email ID and then name, and then kindly do not annotate on the screen. Second section, you can give all the questions, all that you could do. So here, for example, add section. So this is first section, then you can add a second section. Once you complete the first section, you can move on to the second section. Like that, you can add. Okay. So this is about Google Forms. Now, since just realized that, I mean, yesterday and day before, there are so many math lovers. One more thing, I'll just show you, So, how to incorporate equations once again, either in Google Docs, Google Spreadsheets, or Google Forms, what we have seen just now. There is one more Chrome extension, Chrome extension. So you should use a Chrome browser to activate it, to have it. And let me type it. Equatio Chrome extension. So let me just. So Equatio Chrome extension, click on that. So the first hit, Equatio Math Made Digital, just click on that. I'm using a Chrome browser, I'm sorry, or Chromium, anything you can use. I have not added once again to show you from scratch. Now what it could do, you can explore, but I'll just tell you quickly, maybe in the next 5 minutes what it could do. So let me add it first. So add to Chrome. Please read and change all of your data on the websites. No problem. Add extension. So it's checking and it will add the extension. Now it has already added. So now here you can see it has added it. So I can see all the add-ons here. So it has already added it. That's good. That's fine. Okay. So right away, it has taken me to a Google Doc. Okay, from where I can start using this Equatio. My aim is not. Okay, let me give the permission first. That's okay. I will not use it here. I'll just show you. So let me close this first. Okay, let me just. So he'll say, okay. So you can say I'm a teacher, I'm a student, or you need not rather not say. Let me use anything is okay. No problem. I'll choose I'm a teacher. I'll skip this tutorial. So first timers can just go through it step by step. I'll just skip this for now. Let me close it. And then right now our aim is assessment. So let us restrict ourselves to assessment. So once again, let's go to Google Forms. Now Equatio is activated, right? I'm in the Chrome. Equatio is activated. I'll just create a new Google form to just show you what all changes could have taken place. Okay. So now this is all okay. All right, no problem. That's all okay. Now, if you have seen, what was the difference between the earlier form and this form? Now here you can see some similar here also in the question, in the answer, in options, you can see insert math. That is the Equatio. Now that you have activated the Chrome extension of Equatio in all your forms, now by default this would pop up. If you want to use it, you can use it. If you do not want to use it, do not use it. But right now, our main intention is to learn how do we put math into the equation. So now I want to use this very much. So now please concentrate. How do we use it? So you can put math equations in the questions or in the answers. Explore it. This is a very beautiful tool. Both Cox and Equatio are beautiful. I mean, please start exploring. I'll just tell you just to. So click on that. So now you can see at the bottom. Can you see this? Equatio is activated. Now equation editor. So when you click on this, now you can see there is an editor. So now you can say x to the power 2. See what I have not typed x to the power 2. X arrow mark, you know it, right? Generally, if you want to write x to the power 2, x you put that 6. Now shift 6 is that arrow mark, right? So let me write an equation. So x cube plus x square just click that. Let's come down. I have to, because I'm in this superscript, right? I have to come down. So click the down arrow. Down arrow, it will take me down. X cube plus x square plus 5x plus 1. Something like that. You want to solve this, okay? So now see, I have typed it using this thing, automatically it has taken this. So if you want to insert this, you can simply say insert math right away. Okay, so insert math. Once again, please remember what it does is, if you see the steps carefully, this also does the same what cog has done. It would take the URL of this photo. Basically, it will take a photo, take the URL of it, and include the URL as we have just done it manually for cog. This would not do it manually; it will do it automatically. Okay, that's the simple difference. You can put the options, no problem. Now I'll show you what more you can do. So let me go to next question. Once again, use math. So what I've used just now is text editor. You can see down equation editor. If you are well versed with latex, just go to latex and start typing. Now see whatever I have chosen earlier. Now he has given me the latex of it. Code pick up the latex from there. Type paste it here. No issues. You know, if you want, I'll just show you. Go to code. Just now you have seen some time back. Let me just type something. So yeah, integral 20x something. Okay. Now here latex. Copy this, Control C. So go to your this, Control V. Now you can see your integral 20x has come. So something else is extra. Do not worry. Just remove them. It's editable. It's very much editable. Now you can see your 20x has come. Okay. So now please see this limits. Now he's asking you automatically. I mean, you have not put any limits. Now if you want to put limits, you can put. So now you can type in here only. So let us say you want to integrate from 0 to let us say 5. That's all. So now see, you can simply insert it. Now insert it. Same, please see this. See by URL, it is doing it automatically, and then it is inserting. So this is one more way by which you can do it. Now see this. Preview it. You want to just preview it? You can just preview it. So now this is the first question. You can put the options. Second question, you can put the options. Okay. Let me just close the preview. What more can we do? Let's go to this thing. You can explore this. Is a beautiful
Request, sir.
Yeah.
So in between, your voice is getting lost. So maybe the distance from I don't know.
Okay. What about now, ma'am? Is it okay?
Now it's perfect, sir.
Okay. Actually, I think when I'm typing, right? So I'm not holding the mic. So when I'm not typing, I'm holding the mic closer to my mouth. I'll try to
Right, sir. Thank you.
Now this is another thing. So there is one more handwriting. So you can write it. Let me just not put anything here now. You can write it here, handwriting, it would convert to math automatically. That's a beautiful thing. See, all free, nothing paid, all free. So you want to write something. So let me just make it simple. You can write A by B also. So let me write that just for your thing. So A divided by B. Now could you see that as I typed, as I have written A by B, it has given me the math of it. You can just take this, insert it into the equation. Or you want me to put a little complicated one? No, I could do that. Only thing is my handwriting should look good. I hope this fellow should be able to understand that. Yeah, what I've written x cube plus x square. So yeah, so this here is considered to be t. No problem. I can just edit here itself. Yeah, now you can see. So maybe the earlier one is there. So he has taken that. If you don't want, just click on that. See x cube by x square. So you can do that. One more thing, and then I talk about it, and then I'll stop. Now, speech input. Can you see? You can speak. It will take that as the input, and then it will give you the math there. So let me say something. So something like integral x dx. I'll try to make it simple. Okay. Now let me record it. Okay. So click on that and then say something. Okay. I'll allow you to use my microphone. Integral x dx. He has not got it. No problem. Okay. I'll just stop this. I'll do it again. Once again. Integral x dx. Well, once again, he has not figured it out. That's okay. Let me try, give it a try once again. X cube plus x square. No, he has not picked it up. Only x square he has picked it up. No problem. I mean, so you can basically play around with it. If your microphone is good, if your this is good, it should take it, because the integral morning only I have tried it, has given me, so I've used the same thing. You can explore it. It will take it. Nothing to worry. This is one more way you can give the input. So you can give a speech input, you can give a handwritten input, you can give a LaTeX input, or simple math input, equation editor input you can give, and simply say insert. So already I have shown you how to insert it, so I'm not going to do it again. So that's it. Now put the solutions and then start using the forms as usual. Everything else is as usual. So this I have shown you. This new form I have created to show you how do we use the Chrome extension Equatio and incorporate math equations, expressions, anything, any complicated ones. So two mechanisms, Codecox or Equatio. So this is all about Google Forms. The rest all remains the same. So let me stop here. Now let me go to the next one. Let me go to the next one. So we have seen the form limiter, from where we can, by which we can limit the timing also and the responses also. And we have seen the math, especially the math, how do we use it? The rest all we have already explored. Now let me go to the next one. That is Microsoft Forms. Are we thinking, sir, Google Forms, Microsoft Forms? What? It's similar. It looks similar to Google Forms. I'll tell you. I'll just do it. I'll just give you 1 or 2 questions. That's all, not more than that. So sign in. So last session, we have created a Microsoft account for getting free online web Office 365. I can use the same credentials, or I can anything. So just for showing. I hope this is what we have used. I don't remember exactly, but let me try. Yes, I'll use my personal thing. To create an account, if I am correct, I have used this. Let me see. Not very sure though. All right. So okay, I do not remember the password what I gave. Let me give it one more try. Else I'll use my personal mail ID. No problem. Okay. Same thing. Forms. Now please remember. So I hope you remember this account. I have created this in front of you earlier. Okay, simple. Just Microsoft, create a new account, and that's it. So I'm using that account. And forms. I'm using forms. New form, new quiz. We are talking about assessments. If you want to do it only for survey purposes, you can simply use a new form. Already you have templates here. Customer feedback survey, course evaluation survey, event feedback survey. You could go ahead, use these templates if it is a survey. But right now we are talking about quiz. So let me click on new quiz. So Untitled quiz, let me give it some name. Demo Hyderabad. Something you can give a picture if you wish. You can enter some description, no problem. It's okay. All that we could do by ourselves, no issues. Now, question types: choice, multiple choice, text, rating. Okay, and date. So let me just keep it simple. Choice. So that's it. Again, 2 options, two answers. So how do you choose the answer? I mean, here you can see delete, comment, and click. So Zoom video recording. Click on that. That's the correct answer. And give the points here. So here you can see a box points, 1 point. Okay. Now you can add a new question. You can put a text one. Let me put a choice once again. But here my intention is not show you how to add that. My intention is something else. So now, can you see 3 dots here? Beside points, beside multiple answers. If there are multiple answers, you can check this. Required, already I have told you, this is mandatory. Without answering this, he cannot submit the test. So if you want that, you can click on required. So now click on these 3 dots. You see a math. Can you see a math here? M-A-T-H, math. Please click on that. Now you can type in equations directly here. No need of Codcog, no need of Equatio. Microsoft Forms gives you that, but limited. Now see, all these, if your equations fall into any of these category, you could do that. Let me just show you one simple. Now, cube root of. Okay, that's your question. See, question is cube root of. So answer, see, Google is smart. I mean, Microsoft is smart, so he'll give me the answer. So if you want to put right away, you can just simply say add all. So that's it. If you want to do, no, I don't want 4 options. I'm sorry, I don't want 4 options. Just go to that, delete that. Okay, and 3 options are okay. So he knows that cube root of 64 is 4. So mass, manually put the things. So you can add equations using the math. Here once again I show you, click on this math, click on math, and then start entering the equations. Okay, click on math, enter equation. So let me put, so x square, I have to put x square. So x square plus y square is equal to 25 something. What is the radius of the circle? Something like that. X square is equal to 25. So you can give the answers here. So you can just type in 5 and you can type in whatever 6. So we know the answer is 5. So just click on that. So yeah, you can add in math equations directly from here. And one more question and then I stop. Rating. How is the Microsoft Forms tool? You want to know? Okay, so you can choose 5 levels, 10 levels. It's up to you. So let me choose 5 levels. Star symbol or number, star looks good. Points. You don't want to, you just want to know the feedback. So no points. Okay, required. You want to make it mandatory? Yeah, you can just put required. So I've added 4 different types of questions. The text is the same. Text is the same like we have seen in Google Forms. Dash. So I'm not going to discuss that right now. You can preview the text. So the question paper is complete. Preview the text. So this is how it looks like. No thanks. Okay. So Zoom is an example of this, and second question is this, third question is that, fourth question is that. That's what we are looking at. So you can also see how does it look like if the test taker is doing it from a computer. Click on this. This is how it looks like. If the test taker is looking at it from a mobile, this is how the paper looks like. I mean, the form looks like. Okay. If you wish, you can add theme. All this is pretty simple. You add some theme if you want. So just make it, and then you can preview it again. So this is how it looks like on your computer. This is how it looks like on your mobile. So this is all pretty straightforward. Okay. Anyway, that's not. So preview is over. Theme is over. Now click the 3 dots here. Click the 3 dots here. Click on that. Settings. Go to settings. I repeat. Click the 3 dots here. Go to settings. Number 1, show results automatically. Yes. Accept responses. Yes. Now see, this is beautiful. Start date, end date. Google Forms, we had to put an additional add-on like form limiter to restrict the timings of the test. I mean, or till when due date. To incorporate due date, you had to put that. But Microsoft Forms, it's inbuilt. So now start it at 12 o'clock, stop it at, let me give half an hour, assuming that I have given more questions. So half an hour only, this test is accessible to your students. After half an hour, this test would not accept any more responses. Inbuilt, this is inbuilt in Microsoft Forms. So that's why I'm showing Microsoft Forms. And then shuffle questions. This is the same, all questions. Email notification of each response, not required, it's up to them. Okay. Customer thank you. It's the same like Google Forms. Once they say submit, you can just say, okay, so something like that. Okay. So two things: math editor, no quadcog, no the other one, Equatio. It's inbuilt. Of course, it doesn't have so many features, but still it's there inbuilt. Number two, time limiter automatically it's there inbuilt in the Microsoft Forms. No need of add-ons. So nothing is perfect in the sense. Google has its own advantages. Microsoft has its own advantages. Now, what is the major disadvantage of this Microsoft? Major disadvantage of this Microsoft Forms is send and collect responses, copy it, that's it. Copy this, give it to anyone. Anyone can respond to it. Now, what is the major drawback? This is also same as Google Forms, so nothing. So far, it's all so good. No, so far so good. Now, what's the drawback? The biggest drawback of Microsoft Forms is that the candidate can submit more than one response. You do not have a say on. You cannot restrict the candidate to submit only one response. This is the biggest drawback. I'll copied this, right? Let me just show you. Showing is better than saying. So, form is not accepting technical responses. Can anyone tell me why? Okay, I'll tell you. It's okay. So, we have started the test at 12, right? So, right now it's not 12 o'clock. So, let me just change that. I hope it's 11:30 now. I mean, yeah, it should be more than 11:30. So, yeah, it's fine. So, I've just changed this. It's okay. Control T, Control V. All right. So now, since I have changed the timings, so it's taking. I've shuffled the questions if you have seen. So that's the last question came first. It's okay. So how is the Microsoft Forms tool? Depends on yours. So I'll 5 stars for that possibly. No, I'll put 4 stars for that. Okay, because I'll tell you why. Zoom is an example of. So I know. So it's video recording and cube root of 64 is 4, 4, 4, 16, 64. So x square plus y square is equal to 25, and then submit. So view results. Submit another response. This is the biggest drawback. Submit another response. You, as a owner of the form, you cannot restrict him. Okay, view results. Let's show that. And I got 3 out of 3. Yeah. So for this, there is no mark, right? So there are marks for only these 2, 3, 4 questions. So go back to the page. And as I told you, the drawback is submit another response. Now, see, you can submit it again. You cannot restrict, the user from submitting more than once, unless if you had an organizational account for Microsoft. Here, when you say send, here it will show you within the organization, limit it to one response. But generally, as we know, Microsoft generally on a general basis, we don't take the organizational accounts. So this is the drawback. So for that, what I mean, see, everything has a solution. So for that, you can, starting itself, in the question starting itself, if you wish, you can put one, another title. You can write in the description. You can say that this is quite simple. But it is not a good solution, but since it is your students, and you can tell them. You can put, this is not a good solution, I know that, but nothing else we could do. And only thing is, please also please also let me just close that. So add questions. So also always make the first question as either name of the candidate or ID of the candidate or email of the candidate, right? So first question should always be email or name, anything that you want. So this is a multiple choice question, so let me not use that. So let me create a new question. I can create here, no problem. I can add a new question, choice, not choice, once again, sorry. Add new text, right? Text, email, or name, anything. And then This doesn't have any points, and this is required. Click on the required, and that's it. But you want this to go to the top. This should be the first thing that the candidate should answer. So can you see the arrow marks? Move the question up, move the question up, move the question up, move the question up. You need not rearrange. By mistake, you have answered. You have put questions in a wrong order. Microsoft Forms allows you to just rearrange it. So now you can see first question is this. Once the answers, you can go to next question, and etc. etc. So this is how you can do it. Only drawback, because in the time limit, same thing, responses, you can see the responses. Okay, you can open in Excel. Okay, you can open in Excel because right now no one has answered, and also you can create a summary link. For example, your IQSC coordinator or your principal wants to see how many of the students have taken the test. You need not give them the Excel sheet of all the answers. No, just create a summary link. It will create a link, copy, just share this link to the concern, to your boss. Now he or she can just click the link and then see the summary of the responses. So out of 100 students, how many have taken the test? So all that could be done. So this is the beauty of Microsoft Forms. So Google Forms, we are done. Microsoft Forms, we are done. Okay, let's talk about the what's right now. Okay, no problem. Let's talk about the next one. So it's a, as it says, it's powerful but simple test generator. So test mode, you can start using it right away to give tests for your students. There is one drawback. Once again, free. There is a free version, paid version. What drawback we'll see? So build a test. Let me start from scratch. If you have a paid membership, you should sign in first. I do not have a paid membership, nor do I want to have one. So no issues, don't sign in. Limitation, he's giving you the limitation. You can build a test, you can create a test for free, but the limitation is 50 questions only you can put per test. That's okay. I mean, still that's manageable, no issues. Other drawback is 100 responses per test. So only 100 candidates, 100 students can take your test. So if your class strength is within 100, no issues, happily use test modes. If it is greater than 100, you have to think twice, because only first 100 responses only it will give it to you. All the markings automatically it will be graded. Every other thing is there. All their answers, all their marks, everything will be available. But only for the first 100 test takers, first 100 students. That's number one drawback. Okay. So let me build the test once again from scratch. So test name, demo ICT Hyderabad, something. Now, next limitation is you should choose a password. You should remember the password. Two things you should remember: the password and the URL. We'll talk about URL just 1 minute later. Password you should remember. Okay. So okay, no problem. I'll remember that. This is the easiest way of creating tests. Simple, efficient, effective. Only if you have more than 100 participants, you have to think twice. Else, no issues. Happily, you can use this. Now, this is important. URL. Can you see the URL? First thing you have to do is C. Copy this fellow. Keep it somewhere in your mail. I mean, anywhere. Write it down or put it somewhere. Save this, because if you do not remember this, you cannot access the results later. It's not like your Google Forms. It's not like your Microsoft Forms, wherein everything is there in your Google Drive or OneDrive. No, it's not like that. Okay, so password you should remember, URL you should remember. Does not matter. It's a simple task. Just Control C, save your password somewhere, copy paste this. So assuming that these are not issues at all, let's go ahead. So yeah, bookmark this page and write down the password. Yeah, we have done it just now, no problem. There is no way to recover the URL or password. So he's saying it again louder. So please remember your URL, remember your password. No problem, I have done it. Adjust settings means it's simple now. Give the test name or description. So test name is this, okay. You want to give some introduction. So okay, something like that. There are 4 color schemes, not more than these. So choose anything, or you want to leave it as it is, no problem. And this you can explore, show all the test questions on one page, recommended for new users, or you can show one question per page. You could do that. Once again, once he submit the test, once the student submits the test, what's the confirmation message? Conclusion text. Customize it. At the end of the test, display score, test outline. So all this you could do if you wish, else you can ignore it. So, but generally, when the student takes the test, you want him to see the score. So you can do this. Or if you do not want to do it, no problem. Just uncheck that. That's it. Okay. Let me put it. I want to show you. Next, who can take your test? Anyone? Yeah, anyone? And how much time do test takers have to complete the test? So let's say 15 minutes. Okay. Once again, time limit is inbuilt in test mode. How many times can someone take your test? Unlimited? No, no, no. One time. One student can take my test only one time. So how do you want them to take the test? So anyone can take the test, or anyone who enters an email address list that is specified. Don't do that because you have to specify the list of emails and all of that. Or you can give a password to your test. You can give that. It's okay for my students. For my students, no. For my students, no problem. I can just select anyone. You can explore this. What should test takers enter to identify themselves? Obviously they should write something, right? So enter your name, or you can enter your student ID. Whatever you wish, you can put it here. You want the students to enter their name so that you can identify at the end of the test who has taken the test. You can put student ID or student name, doesn't matter. Okay. All right. This is okay. Fine. Let me go to questions now. So settings are done. You have no test questions. Yes, obviously I don't have any questions. Use the drop down to insert a question. So insert. Again, multiple choice with one choice as a solution, one option as a solution. Choose one, choose many, multiple choice. There are more than one option, correct. True or false, matching in the blank essay. There are so many of them. Just to show you, I'll just show you two, that's all. So anything. Edmodo is an example of whatever. You can give the choices CMS, LMS. You can put. So points, 1 point, that's fine, no problem. And this I'm not giving it, so remove that. Just click on minus. Oh my god, entire thing has gone. I'm sorry. I should click against that only. Okay, so I should have clicked here actually. See this button I should have clicked, but by mistake I have clicked this. No problem. Okay, enough. So let me remove the delete answer. Fourth one is also I don't want to put that, so delete answer. That's all. So first question is ready. Once again, answer you have to give. So Edmodo is an example of MS. Click on that and points. If you want, you can write the explanation. But no, it's not allowing us to do it because it's a free version. That's okay, no problem. Answer is correct. I mean, this answer is correct. You're not able to show the explanation. No issues. Insert. Next one. True or false. Anything. So. Cisco WebEx is a video conferencing tool. True or false? Okay. So now you can give the answer once again. So it is video conferencing tool true and give the points 2 points. That's okay. So fine. So 2 questions, 2 marks. Now you can see you have your test has 2 questions, 2 graded. You don't want all the questions to be graded. Like earlier, if you want to just to take the feedback, how is Microsoft Tools? You can put that question. Don't grade it. It will show up here. No problem. Right. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. This is okay. So 2 questions are enough for me. You can explore more questions. Now see, you can put matching, fill in the blank, essay. Please explore them. So let me publish the test. Come down, publish. You can review the test beforehand, or you can publish right away, straight away. So let me preview the test. I want to see how does it look like to the students. So he's telling you the test is not yet published. You can take it, but your results will not be recorded. So you can review the test before you give it to students. This is how the test looks like, for the student. So okay, let me say false. No problem. Submit. So now we are given all of this. What did we give? He can see the answers. He can see the right answers, etc., etc. That's what you are able to see. No problem. This is only preview.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right. So okay. So you can just publish it. So you can just publish it. Just click on publish. So this is the test. Your test is published and available. Now give this link to your students. That's all. Give this link to your students. So let them answer your test here. So they can answer your test. Enter your name. As you can see, they can enter their name and then they can start off. So now I hope you remember the URL. Put the URL. Let me take the test also. I'm a student. I'm submitting the answers. Something I've submitted. Don't worry. Now go to results. Now you can see one student has taken the test. Roshan has taken the test. He's got 50% marks. He started test at this time, ended at this time. This is the marks. You can download all this data, 100 candidates data. You can download 2.3 response, copy to clipboard. Just download it. You will get all it in the .csv form. So 100 students, 50 questions per test. This is all about TestMo's beautiful tool. Straight away you can use it. So 3 tools we have discussed for assessments: Google Forms, Microsoft Forms, and TestMo. If you are interested, there is one more, Book Widgets. I'm not going to discuss it. I'm just giving you the name, Book Widgets. It's not completely free. When you sign up, you get 30 days free trial. It's a beautiful tool, like TestMo's, no limitations, nothing. You can explore that. I say the name again. I'll tell you the name again. Book Widgets. Okay, please explore it, but it's not completely free, so I'm not discussing. All others, whatever I'm discussing, are completely free. So explore it. From there, you can directly post it to your Google Classroom also. You can integrate Book Widgets with other LMS like Edmodo, Google Classroom, anything else. Okay. Right. So this is all about the 3 tools, assessment tools. Let me talk about the last one and then we should be done. Just give me a minute if you do not mind. I just have to. 60 minutes. Okay, so as I told you, there is no power here, so my backup is only for 60 minutes. I hope I can finish this. Meanwhile, in case it goes off, kindly do not mind. I hope and pray that it should not go. Okay. Let me just. You do not want the quiz to look like, oh my God, it's an exam, it's a test. You do not want it to look like that. You want to make it like a game. So Mentimeter is for you. So sign up for the Mentimeter. Sign up for the Mentimeter. Already I have signed up. You can click on new presentation, give a name. You can add questions. Simple. See, I said multiple choice, select answer. You can add it. I'm not going to show you how do you add it for the simple reason that we are just missing out on the backup. So I'll go back to my home. I would want you to play the quiz. I have made a quiz for you. We can make this quiz as I have shown you. Just add questions. Present it. What you have to do is, let me present that first. So now, okay, so please, you can go to, all of you, please go to www.menti.com, www.menti.com, and take this code. You have to enter the code here, 856877. Or I'll share you the link also. 1 minute. Copy the link. Chat box. I can share you in the chat box also. Click on this link. Chat. Yeah. Everyone. Okay. So please click on the link. Click on the link that I give. You can put it in the YouTube also. So let me start the test. Present. You can hear some music also. Please enter. Please enter the test. So 20 join. Please join. So 19 have joined so far. Please join the test. Let me start the test. Ready? Ready? Ready?
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, Rakesh, sir. Hello.
ఈ రాజస్థాన్ ఏంది నా కన్నా బొంగేసుకుంటే నా బాయ 1 upon that.
Principal ma'am.
Yes, Vijaya.
Ma'am, I mean, sir, we are unable to reach him. Can you just talk to him once? Call him up.
Yeah, I am trying. Vijaya, he's not lifting the phone.
Okay, ma'am, let's wait for a few minutes. Yeah.
He already told, no? Backup is very less. His
Okay,
backup
okay,
is
okay,
very less.
okay, right.
Power is not there in his area. That is in Basara.
Oh, okay.
It is interior.
Maybe
area.
we can just take his confirmation in order to continue or end the meeting, Vijaya.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the only
I
way
think we'll
out.
wait for 5 minutes more,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, sure.
Dear participants, sorry for the small inconvenience, but
Yeah, hello, ma'am.
Welcome back.
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes,
Hello.
sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
This account you can just give the co-host rights. I'm sorry, actually my system got shut down as I was trying to tell you. Okay.
Which account, sir? Which account, sir? By name?
One that which okay, just give it's Lavanya. Just check for
Yeah,
Lavanya.
sure, sir. I'm doing it, sir.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I'll have to put the. So can you see the screen?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So once again, absolutely sorry for the inconvenience. As
No
I've told
problem,
you,
sir. Welcome back.
past 2 days there is no power at our place. Actually, there's some issue. Okay, no problem. Let's continue. Sorry, participants. So let's complete this. So I think I've shared the link. If not, let's do it afresh. I'll share the link in the chat box. Please click on the link. I'm going to share it right now in the chat box. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So please click that. Now I'm going to start the quiz. Okay. So please join now. All right. So now read the question and answer it. Now on the right, you can see how many have answered. You can see how many have responded. I have given a timer for this 15 seconds. You can also make it fastest fingers first. So let me go to the next question. So whoever answers it first will get more marks. Let's go to the next question. Answer fast to get more points, as you can see on the screen. Now answer this quickly. 10 seconds for this. 15 seconds. You can put your own questions. This is how you can make the students to take a gaming quiz. All right. So these are the answers that we have got. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So the leaderboard. It will also show you the leaderboard. So right now, Saujanya ji is on the top. Okay. Good. Let's see who will overtake her. Once again, answer fast to get more points. $15 seconds. CMS, screen recorder, whiteboard. What's the answer? Okay, next question. Once again, fastest fingers first. Which gaming assessment are we playing right now? Is it Kahoot? Is it Mentimeter? Is it Nearpod? Is it Quizlet? So all of these, using all of these, you can do what we are doing right now. Kahoot, Mentimeter, Nearpod, Quizlet, all of that. Okay, let's go to the next one. So what's the leaderboard? So Saujanya ji continues to be on the top. Let's see who will go to overtake her. So next one. So you can activate the music, you can deactivate the music. So please answer this. Following is an example of whiteboard. So you can incorporate all these background music, fastest fingers first, all of leaderboard, all of this you can incorporate here. Let's go to the answer. Once again, fastest fingers first. Recording, streaming can do both, none of the above. So time's up. All right. So the following are free assessment platforms. Please answer that. Is it Google Forms? Is it Microsoft Forms? Is it Testmos? Or is it all of the above? Oh, great. Good to see. Nice. Okay, great. Okay, next. Probably, I think last question. No, I think we are done. So who is on the top? Oh, so Aparna ji, that's it. So Aparna ji is the winner of this game. So this is how you can use Mentimeter. Okay. So Mentimeter, Kahoot, Nearpod, all these are gamification quizzes. Okay. So you have, as you have seen, I've put the points. So the points, students, you can just make it very interesting, like a game. So 9 minutes. So let's say, okay. So yeah, that's all. So as I have shown you, so start with a new presentation. First, sign up with that. Start with a new presentation. I'll just show you one question because earlier I could not show you how we make the test. Very simple. So new presentation, just add slide with questions. So multiple choice or select answer, type answer. You can choose any of these. So many of them. So let me just show you for one and then I'll stop. So click. So multiple choice is the one that we are looking at right now. So put your question. So what's the question? It's already there. So I'll just put it. So is an example of you can give answers. Whiteboard, LMS, something like that. And you can choose the right answer. So show correct answer. See, these are all show correct answer. So now you have to give the answer. So Miro is an example of whiteboard. So click on that. That's all. And show results in percentage. You can put there multiple answers. You can put participants choose multiple options. So all that could be there. So once you are done with this question is done, go to the add slide. Now it will take you to the next one. Fine. So like this, you can put 10 questions. You can put. So only drawback is 10 questions only you can put for free. 2,000 candidates can play at once. Free version only 2,000 candidates can play at once, and all these results, would be available here itself, and you can also he'll also send you a mail regarding the results of your test. So these of Mentimeter. As I said, similarly, we have Kahoot, Nearpod. There are other quizzing things. Quizlet, Quizalize. So you can open it. You can export the results. This is what I'm just trying to show you. Export the results. So the one that we played just now, you can export it. So you can export the PDF. Question wise, you can export. What we have done is this one, right? We have taken this test, FDP Hyderabad Gaming Test. So I should click that and then say export results. And you should be able to see the results of all the questions here. You can download it also. I'll just show you the results and then we will stop. So you can see what are the question, how many have answered it correct and all of that. And leaderboard also you can download. Everything, every slide that you have seen when you're playing, all of that is downloadable. And all these results you can get it to your email also in the free version only, okay? Not paid version. So this is all about Mentimeter, a gaming quiz. So let me stop here. So I'm done. So assessment platforms we have seen. The three of them: Microsoft Forms, Google Forms, Testmos, book widgets also you can try, you can explore. 1 month free you will get. That's a very nice tool. And gamification, Kahoot, Mentimeter, Nearpod. Other ones are Quizalize, Quizlet. Okay. So that's all, ma'am, from my side. So yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah. Questions, I think. Sir, is it okay? Can you take questions?
Absolutely. But just give me a minute. 29 minutes means worst of the cases. Okay, 20 minutes, it should give me a backup. This is another system which I have to quickly go to my quarters and then get it back. So 20 minutes, I guess, yeah, we can talk. Yeah, 15-20 minutes.
Okay, sir, I think then we can look into the chat box to save your power, and
No
anything
problem.
which is not explained, I think we can.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, let me just see in that case. Okay, so please share last
Chat box, I think there are no
No,
questions.
I'm able to.
Right, sir.
Right. I'll share with you. Do not worry. See, one more thing I just wanted to tell you. Not just these tools, whatever I have discussed these 5 days. If you have remembered when I was showing you something, I have shown you a mind map. I have shown you a mind map, right? I'll share with you all the mind map. It has all the, LMS thing, whatever is there, at least 4 to 5, minimum 4 to 5 names for each of them, like each of them in the sense, quizzes,
Right.
assessment tools 4 to 5, LMS 4 to 5, gaming 4 to 5, presentation tools 4 to 5, video recording 4 to 5. So if for each of them there are 4 to 5 things that are there, I will share you the mind map. Mind mapping is also a tool, that we can use, but because we do not have time and we have not put it in the FDP, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I'll share you the mind map. Please go through it. Please explore. And as I've said, all of them mostly, 99%, if I'm correct, whatever I've shown you all these 5 days is free. Okay, you would have seen it by now. So please explore
Okay,
them.
so I think we will, sir, keeping in view your power backup and other things, I think we'll conclude for today.
Sure.
Right, sir. So first, sir, at the outset, again, to conclude, I truly thank you on behalf of IQAC and RBU Women's College for taking off so many days and spending your valuable time to give us faculty on some very simple and free tools, sir, which we can explore and use it in our daily classes. And I also thank the participants for the patience and the wonderful behavior shown in throughout the sessions. Thank you all. And I thank Mohana also for helping out in taking the questions and enabling this to happen or to provide the technology platform. And of course, I thank Salma and my QAC team to helping out, Principal Ma'am for organizing this, and the entire college faculty and colleagues. So thank you so much. And I must also thank sir for one thing, is consented to share all the videos. So we will be sharing with you. So participants can go through at their own pace and use it to their advantage. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
I am Shibu Samuel from Muscat. Actually, all these 5 days, I was really enjoying these sessions. And thank you very much for Roshan, sir. Roshan, could you please share your YouTube channel link? Actually, I sent a message in the private chat.
Okay, I'll share it with the organizers. One more thing. I'll just so if the organizers are okay with it, I'll just send a feedback form. Nothing. It doesn't have anything. It just I just wanted to know how you like how you felt the sessions were. I'll just share you the link. Organizers, I'm not taking any. The questionnaire is nothing. It just says rate the 5-day sessions and give your honest feedback. Only 2 questions, and other is email, college name, and that's all. Designation. That's all. Not more than that. So you can please put your views. It's okay. I can share it.
Okay, sir. Except the second day because of some problem now. So later I watched the YouTube video. Anyway, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for the organizers of RBVR, our college also.
Yeah, thank you. My pleasure. Yeah. So only thing is, please feel free to explore. If you follow, if you explore all these things, whatever we have discussed these 5 days, I'm sure, you have enough of stuff with you to get along, and go ahead and then do the best, for the classroom sessions. Online sessions. So that's what I feel personally. And of course, you can explore many more and then make it more lively also for your students. Yeah.
True, sir. It is giving so much of freedom to the teacher to select the best one. Yes, sir. Thank you. And the participants, please be in the Telegram link to access the videos also. Thank you.
So this link, this feedback link, what I have shared, probably you can share it in the YouTube also or in the Telegram. So please give your honest feedback. At your own time, no problem. Try to do it today if possible. And yeah, that's all from my side. Yeah.
Right.
So the inconvenience on the second day and just now, I'm very sorry for that. Completely, unexpected. I didn't anticipate that. So sorry for that. Yeah.
So no problem, sir. Now we have to face a lot with students, actually, poor things there. Right, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah.
Mohana, we can leave now, the meeting. And
Yes,
all the participants will be given 3 days time to submit their assignments, complete assignments, and based on which you will receive your certificates. Please,
Just a second. We are
yeah.
giving the feedback form to be filled by the participants in the YouTube. Let them
Acha,
get
right
the
now.
access to it. Just give me a minute and then we will end the session.
No problem, Mona, no problem. And participants, is that fine? I mean, participants? So 3 days more time, because some of you were expressing with smartphones and all is difficult. So after 3 days, we will close that Google form and then we can give the certificates. So please take your time and submit your assignments.
Thank you so much, everyone. Now we are going to end the session.